Welcome to another episode of Cultivate. This is a show about you and your journey in the cannabis industry. It's moving fast, but there's room for everyone. Buckle up as we bring you the people and the technology that are blazing the trail. Special episode of Cultivate Live. Scott, tell us what we have in store.
Are you getting audio in?
Sounds good.
We have audio coming through, like our intro.
Yeah, this is the intro.
Should be good now.
We're live.
All right,
We're live.
here we go again. I'm hearing what he already said.
This is exciting. We're having a technical joy.
Probably because the live stream is...
So while we figure out our technical issues,
That's so weird.
this is kind of like reminding me of being on mushrooms when I was a younger man. They weren't as good of mushrooms. This is Cultivate Live. I'm Drew. That's Scott.
Are we on air right now?
I had taken you off, but you're on now. Okay.
We're on the air.
I think this is working now.
Yeah, so if you're incredibly high right now, you're probably able to put it all together, what we're doing. This is Cultivate Live. I'm Drew.
This is Scott.
Scotty,
Scott.
tell us what we're doing today.
Yeah, this is super fun. So we've got two of the co-founders of Stori. We have Karina and Af from Toronto. We're live, obviously. Welcome to Cultivate Live. How are you guys doing today?
Thanks for having us.
Super excited to be here.
Yes, Drew.
We're thrilled to have you. Every once in a while in a new industry like the cannabis industry, I still consider to be a pretty new industry, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
So eventually somebody shows up with the super cool Lux accessory that just raises the whole conversation about the industry. And that's what you guys have done with Stori, S-T-O-R-I. And you can find their website at yourstori.com. Story with an I, right?
That's correct. And it's at It's Your Story on Instagram.
Yes.
So, as you said, Drew, it's been a long journey for us, but we've been really happy to bring this beautiful baby. If you want to put that actually in the camera view. This is Stori. It is a cannabis storage device that basically acts as your bar cart for your home because we should not be hiding cannabis. This product's actually purpose-built to store your cannabis products, whether they be flower, edibles, capsules, and so on. And a lot of thought went into, roughly about a year and a half, into producing this product. And we can definitely show you different aspects of it over the call for sure.
And not only is it just a storage solution, what else goes with that awesome device?
What goes with that awesome device?
It's actually the application that goes with Stori, which is called the Stori app. It's a companion app that really helps you learn more about the products you're purchasing based on the region you're in. and see contests and offers from regional brands. Of course, it's expanding across Canada and the US. So as the states roll over and they all take on legalization, this is going to be something exciting that we're going to be supporting as well.
So part of
And through our partnership, of course, we're giving everybody who's ordered a Stori before December 1st is the 20-pack of Boveda that's coming with every order.
Whoop, whoop.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you set out to do was to help minimize the stigma around cannabis storage in the home. Can you talk a little bit about why it's important to be able to have classy looking, fashionable, looks good next to your speakers on your console? Give us a little flavor of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'll just maybe give a quick preface because Stori is one of our products at our company called RCU, which stands for Responsible Cannabis Use, and its purpose is really to address cannabis stigma and help normalize cannabis. So in this particular scenario, Stori itself really acts as that product that helps you normalize cannabis at home and on the go. And Karina can actually give you a lot more information about how it's supposed to be sort of replacing what we're doing typically with cannabis.
Yeah. At home, everybody has their wine carts that they're proud of or their whiskey bar that they're proud of. So when their friends come over, there's always a conversation. Oh, I went to this winery and I picked this up. Let's try it out over dinner. Or I have this wonderful tequila that we needed to survive through 2020. Nobody does that with cannabis. If it's still hiding in your sock drawer, there's no conversation. There's nothing that's really happening. So the idea of it's a beautiful thing that's sitting on your bar cart or anywhere in your house, it's going to spark that conversation. Oh, what is that? And then the idea of, oh, I like this terpene. Oh, I've tried this brand. That's where the conversation gets started versus it just being hidden.
So cool. What are some of the fun things within the app? So you buy your Stori, sign up for the app, you go purchase a bunch of different cultivars of cannabis. What do you do next? What's the next step?
Well, that's a really good question. So, it's important to mention that you can actually use the app without Stori because inside the app, we allow you to say, hey, which cannabis storage are you using? Whether you're using a mason jar, which we were also big fans of, and we still are. There are different ways to modify your mason jar to make it really ideal. Whether it's the original packaging, which ends up being plastic, unfortunately, most often, we allow you to keep track of it. But when it comes down to actually using Stori, this product itself comes with 6 pods and 6 tubes. And basically when you pick up, in this scenario, one of my favorite brands in Canada, it's basically Gene Guy by 7 Acres. And I put 7 grams of it in there. And now inside the app, I said that in the yellow pod, I have the 7 Acres Gene Guy product. I bought 7 grams at this amount. And now I can keep track of it because next time that I want to figure out, hey, what did I like during the day or for the weekend or during the evening, I can actually differentiate the brands rather than try to guess or try to go inside any of the retailers and buy a percentage of THC instead of the outcome I'm looking for.
That's so cool.
So sustainability has been a huge issue in the cannabis industry. Canada is known for having a significant amount of packaging around their cannabis. Can you talk about what your vision is for how cannabis is going to be handled in the future with the development of something innovative like Stori coming to market?
Yeah, it was one of the driving forces to really building Stori. So they're made out of FDA-approved food-safe aluminum, so it doesn't give any taste to any of your products. And our vision for the long term is that all the LPs really eliminate their fancy design packaging that's honestly costing so much money and so much waste, really just to bring it home and put it in something that you're using at home that matches and goes with your design. So we completely understand the LPs doing this right now. There's no brand recognition. They're trying to obtain consumers and make sure that they're loyal to their brands. That can still happen, and this is what we're trying to create through the app, but it's really, you want something beautiful in your house and to eliminate the waste through all the plastic and packages that are coming through the door now.
It's
That's
just like the
awesome,
cigar humidors.
Awesome feature, yeah. It's like our business began in the cigar industry, and having a really classy, reliable, beautiful piece of furniture like a good-looking mahogany humidor was such a central part of the culture of cigars. I mean,
Yeah.
and now you're bringing this innovation to a, you're bringing to a cash and carry world. You're kind of bringing the classiness, the taste, the swagger, this notion of style, this notion of home decor. You're kind of like the feng shui of the cannabis industry, right?
Yeah, it
Well,
really came as a very simple story of we just wanted to create a product that wasn't around and that we needed. So, and to your point, we just want to make it look good, and that's what we're trying to do. So, super personal story. It was a Christmas dinner that I go out with my girlfriends every year. We had dinner, then we had plans to go to a theater. And by theater, I mean it's this tiny little theater that holds probably 50 to 75 people. It was right after legalization. So me and my girlfriends decided to smoke a joint right outside, and it was a super busy street in Toronto. And they were concerned, but this is right after we built one of our educational products at caniknow.com, where it lists all the regional laws. So I knew all the regional laws across Canada and US, and I was confident that it was legal to smoke in the streets in Ontario. So we smoked a joint, and then we went to the theater. But before we went in, we couldn't finish the joint, and we had it left over. I didn't want to throw it on the street. So the only option I had was to put it into my purse. So I walked into this tiny theater smelling like a joint, and I also ruined my purse at the end of it.
Oh, I believe
So for the women who love their purses, that was a very disappointing moment for me. So we really wanted to find a solution that really works better at the end of the day.
So we're
So
talking.
that's where the tube came out.
So we're talking about a product that's smell-proof, that is safe to be around the kids because it has the double child resistance.
Safety, yep.
That's a really big deal. Super stylish, sustainable, just beautiful. I mean, if you look at the, you know what it reminds me of is the general quality feel of what you get when you open up an iPhone. So it's
I
that.
appreciate that.
It's that level of sophistication, and that might be the word. It might be. This is a level of sophistication for people that are serious about their plant relationship, and they want to integrate it into their home decor. They don't want to. It's not a stash.
Right.
It's a place of honor for your cannabis flower.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we wanted to produce, because we get a lot of folks who are often commenting that, hey, we love the product, but we're still going to use our mason jar. And to everyone that loves the mason jars, by all means, all the power to you. Like I said, keep it in a mason jar, but get to know the product by using our app because it's free, and you could say, hey, mason jar A, B, C, put your stickies on it if you want. But make sure to keep it away from light and cover off the cannabis sort of flower inside so it's not exposed to light. And mason jars are pretty good at being airtight. But for someone who wants to celebrate cannabis, we know that you're not going to put 5 or 6 types of different strains inside of mason jars in your living room for it to be a point of conversation. It's likely sitting inside of a drawer, in your sock drawer, under the bed, out of the reach of children or pets. In this scenario, you can grab it, and it is something that you could put on display. And for everyone like myself who's been a cannabis consumer for a very long time, you always actually appreciate those accessories that you invest into, because they actually make up for the overall day-to-day experience of enjoying your cannabis, rather than when you try to pick out something that's trying to just give you value for your dollar, and you don't want to spend too much on it or can't justify it. Hopefully, we're seeing Stori as an opportunity for people to carry their pods and tubes with them as well. And in December, currently in December, we're selling the product as a full kit. But in January, we're going to be offering the products as tubes and pods as a pair, allowing people to use it in smaller quantities.
Now, I believe you guys are running some contests right now. Is that true?
Well, it is, and it's thanks to you guys. Basically, every Friday at 4:20 p.m., we're giving away a full Stori kit, which is valued at $220. And this product is going to be shipped out to you for you to enjoy for the holidays as we're getting closer there. Of course, this year, with the pandemic. We're hoping everyone's obviously safe and, having the chance to at least enjoy the last few weeks of the year and end it on a high note, hopefully, with a story at their house.
Yes.
So it's Christmas. So if I want to buy, like, my friends that love cannabis, it's always like, well, what do you get for somebody who has everything? This is perfect. This is the kind of thing that you want to get.
Yes.
Do you have them in stock? If they get ordered, will they get shipped before Christmas? Is this a possibility?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the plan right now. We're starting our shipments as of next week. So, of course, we've had quite a bit of pre-orders from the time that we opened it up. But we're in a position now to start delivering. And again, it's a crazy time of year. As you get closer to holidays, it's going to be a little bit of I don't know if it's going to be right before Christmas, but definitely for the next few days at least, we are going to be able to ship out before Christmas.
Oh, awesome.
That is awesome. If I want
Add
to
that
buy
to your
one right
list.
now, where do I go?
You go to yourstory.com, and that's where you can find everything you need to add Story to your cart.
All right.
Can you
Well, I'm
work
going to
that
wait.
thing?
I'm going to do this later, but I will definitely check this out because I got friends in Toronto. I got friends in
Hey.
Toronto that I bet they don't have one of these.
Hey, you just were making fun of Toronto before this.
I love Toronto. It's one of my favorite towns in the world.
Oh, this is awesome,
Well-
guys. Well, we appreciate the partnership. Obviously, it's a natural fit for us. We're all about protecting cannabis and protecting those terpenes by creating the monolayer. So having an airtight container that's child-proof and helps achieve that monolayer with Boveda in there, that's awesome. And we've loved working with you guys and are super excited for 2021 and what's ahead.
And we take our job
Absolutely.
seriously with Boveda's Cultivate. We bring you the people and the technology that are blazing a trail in the cannabis industry. Stori is definitely blazing the trail in the cannabis industry, bringing style and sophistication to the cannabis storage at home, making it a part of your living space, having it look cool, be secure. I mean, you got to be super happy with what you've been able to accomplish, and we're just really proud to be associated with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And the feeling is definitely mutual. There's a good group of team, including our third co-founder who couldn't make it out, that have been working hard in bringing Stori to the world, and we're excited to share it with you guys. And the last thing I'll just say is that, speaking of great fits, the last element here that's super cool was our partnership was around our pods being able to fit the Boveda to a humidity pack beautifully inside and outside from your flower. So it's nicely fit in place.
It's a perfect fit.
It's like we were meant to be together.
Of course.
It's written in stars.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. One last thing. If people want to find you again on social, online, where are they going to go?
Our website is yourstory.com, and our handle on Instagram is @itsyourstory.
Awesome.
And
Thank you, guys.
And it's Stori with an I.
I don't know. Can you see that good?
Yeah, look
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
Can-
You got to bring it
Yeah.
down a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit to the right.
Oh, is that where
All
we're
right,
seeing
you
it?
got
Oh,
it.
is that better?
That's it.
But I mean,
Perfect.
if you put the wrong thing in the computer, you don't get to the right place. That's what I've learned. So yourstory.com.
.com.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much, Drew, Scott.
Yep. Have a good rest of the week.
All right.
care.
Good to see you.
Everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Night.
Awesome.